Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good evening, good evening, because I don't know when you're clicking this link, but I'm so glad that you are clicking this link because that means you are subscribed to Mogul Media on social media, on YouTube, or that you are following Deni Kay or Deni Kay Lucas on social media. And either way, I am over the moon excited because that means you are ready for your weekly dose of absolutely positively with Deni Kay, y'all. I am so happy to be with you today, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon. It's always a wonderful, wonderful time with you where we talk about all things absolutely and all things positively because that's what we do. So I am a little emotional today, so y'all have to just ride with me because we are nearing the end of the season. We only have two more episodes. I cannot believe it. I am so just wonderfully blessed and honored that you have subscribed, that you have clicked, that you have liked any content that we have put out here for you because this forum, as I always say, was created for you. And we are just excited that if only one person was touched, if only one person listens and is encouraged and lives their life a little bit differently than they did before they clicked on the link, we are ecstatic and happy about it. But there's been several of you. I see you viewing, I see you liking, I see you subscribing, and we are just so thankful. It doesn't have to be a whole lot, or it can be the masses. We don't care. We just want you to feel inspired. We want you to feel encouraged. We want you to feel motivated because that's what we do. We want to give you the IEM feel. And when I say we, I mean me, Deni Kay, and Mute Mogul Media. So thank you so much for living and rocking this IEM lifestyle, putting up for all with all of my corny jokes and corny hashtags and just this whole energy. But whether it's corny, whether it's thought provoking, whether it's quote tastic, my mission is to make sure that you know how special you are, to let you know that you are wonderfully and beautifully made, to remind you that you have a purpose and a calling in your life. And if I can do something, just a little something to make sure that um, your seed is growing and evolving and sprouting and bearing fruit, that's all I want to do. That's why I wake up in the morning, okay? For you. So without further ado, we're gonna get into our quote of the day, our quote of the week. And it comes to us by a wonderful being, Lalya Delila, and we'll put that name in the comments for you. But she is a spiritual writer, spiritual practitioner, so you know she's a woman after my own heart, wellness educator, and she is the founder of this wonderful online community and forum called Vibrate Higher Daily. And so that really right there, I could stop right there because that is one of my missions is to vibrate higher each and every day, which just means that I want to be a little bit better than I was the day before. I want to give you something more prevalent each and every day. And I want to do that for myself. I want to vibrate on a frequency that, you can attach to or are not attached to, but I want to be better than I was the day before. So anyway, we'll dive into Miss Lalya Delila's quote, which is just wonderful. Something I try to do as well. So of course, what? It's my favorite. Okay. Let me be real old right now and put my glasses on because I'm trying to always try to figure out which one looks better, glasses or no glasses. But I'm gonna put my glasses on for this quote. So I want to make sure I get all of it correct. It says, if you're outgrowing who you've been, you're right on schedule. Keep evolving. I repeat that. If you're outgrowing who you've been, you're right on schedule. Keep evolving. So, one of the wonderful things that I got to do in life was to become a life coach. And another wonderful thing that I got to do was be a premarital coach. And those were some of the best years of my life because, of course, it's talking to people. Of course, it's engaging and giving sound wisdom as best I could to them. But one of the things I would tell them in life, individually or together as a couple, and I would say, if you're not growing, you're not knowing. If you can look back a year from now and do a list, accountability list or a checklist of where you were then and where you are now, have you seen any growth? Have you changed? Have you evolved? Have you done something better? And if you are in the same space that you were, say, last year, you're not growing and your relationship is not going to grow. Okay, that's what I was telling the premarital people or people, thinking about getting married. But then I used to life coach women. I still do, just not as much. But I would tell my ladies, same thing. Let's look back at where you were last year. Let's look at where you are now. Have you grown? Have you changed? Have you done something different? Are you still stuck? Are you still obsessing about the same thing? Are you still rinsing, repeat the same mantra but no results? Are you still saying the same affirmations and you still don't believe it? Like, where are you? Let's do a checklist. Let's do a recount. Let's look back over your life and see where you are now and where you were then. So if you are still saying, oh man, I need to start that business, and it's been a year later and you have not started that business, you have not grown. You have not grown. Now, it doesn't mean that the business has to be flourishing, but if you said you wanted to have a business last year and this year you actually have registered the business, you're growing a little bit. You're evolving. You're getting there. What steps have you made to make sure that you are evolving, to make sure that you're changing? That's how we grow. That's how we achieve goals. That's how we become a better person. That's how we vibrate at a different frequency. That's how we live life the way we were supposed to. And so you have to kind of do that fact check. You have to do that self check, rather. Excuse me. And so I love this because I think that this is something that we need to do more than just once a year. I actually think you should do it every month. I think right now you should get out a pen and look at the things that you've written down and do a check and see where you are now. Better yet, let's back up. What do you want to do? What do you want to do in your life? And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's make that smoothie that you've been wanting to make, that healthy smoothie that's going to help reduce inflammation. You've watched the video 10 times, but you haven't done it. You haven't gone to the grocery store to get the ingredients. I don't care if it is, I want to make sure that I read to my child every night because in the past I've been so tired because of work, because of life, and every day it's something that I wish I could do, but I haven't done yet. So I don't care what it is. Run that marathon. Reach out to that friend that you haven't connected to in a while. Just do it. One of the things that I have learned recently is that I always complain I don't have time. And a mentor once told me, or recently told me, stop saying that because I hear you saying that a lot. I don't have time. I don't have time. What if you changed that? What if you said, I don't make the time? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start saying that. Instead of saying I don't have the time, I'm saying I don't make the time. And it's something about when I put the ownership back on me and I say, I don't make the time, it fires something in my cerebral synapses up here in this the cerebral I can't think of anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think. I get the fire in and I can't think of simple words sometimes, or big words rather. But I think to myself, okay, wait a minute. I don't want to keep saying that. So something generates in my brain. How about we'll just say brain? Something generates in my brain that says, no, you're going to make the time. So it's like this pushing me a little bit further to my goal. So by changing my words, it therefore changes my actions. I hope you get that, what I'm trying to say. And so now I say, I don't make the time. And now all of a sudden, I'm doing it. Whatever I said, I don't make the time to do X, then now X is being fulfilled because it's something in me that I'm hearing myself say that. And so it has pushed me to actually do the action. And so that's what I'm asking you to do, and do this check. Because if you are outgrowing where you were before, good news, you are on schedule to healing. You are on schedule to progress. You are on schedule to make all your dreams come true. You're on schedule to make the impossible possible because you are outgrowing from where you were before. All right, so real talk. Okay, I go into the jar, go into the quotes, give you quotes, explain a little bit, break it down. Now I'll give you some real life lessons here. And so one of the wonderful things that I love about being a mother is watching my kids grow. I mean, I love it and I hate it, right? You always want them to be your little baby. You always want them to stay your little baby seed in your arms, but you know that they're going to grow. Well, one of the things that I love for my kids to tell me is, hey, Mom, I can't wear this anymore because I've outgrown it. Or I love to see them put on something and they go, well, Mommy, it doesn't fit, Mommy. It doesn't fit. I don't know why. And I look down and I see dangling legs at the bottom, or I see that they can't buckle it at the top. And there's a little tear that comes in my eyes. It's like, my baby's growing. My baby's growing. And it's something uncomfortable about that moment and joyous all at the same time. And that's how I want you to do. I want you to outgrow. I want you to get uncomfortable. I want those legs to be dangling out and you look at them and say, well, wait a minute, this don't fit no more. This doesn't fit me. This doesn't serve me. So I need to go get some more clothes. I need to do something different. That's forward motion, y'all. That's forward movement, and you are getting closer to your goal, and you're right on schedule. And what does that mean? You are evolving into the person that God wants you to be, that you are on track to be, that you're supposed to give to this world, that we're waiting for. We're waiting for you to outgrow and evolve so we can look at your shine and say, okay, I see her. All right, I got it. She's doing it. I'm going to do it. You are an encouragement. You are an inspiration. You are a motivation. So just outgrow it. Do it. Get uncomfortable and get something else, okay? Outgrow that place that you're in so we can look back and say, oh my goodness, you know what? She used to be in her home selling cakes and now she's over at the mall. Or now she has her online business. Or she's doing it. Or maybe you say, you know what? She was at first. She was just growing up and down the street. She was walking. Now she's running. Now I see she's involved in the local marathon. I saw her run. I saw her on TV. She's doing a turkey trot. She's doing that marathon she wanted to do. You know what? I heard her talking about that she wanted to get that different job. So she went to school, and now she's graduated from school, and now I hear she's at this she's at this corporation, or she has her own team that she's managing, or she started a nonprofit, or she's done this, or she's done that, or he has done this, or he's done that. So I know so many examples. I'm getting excited because I'm feeling the energy. I hear something turning. I'm getting excited because I can feel that you are thinking about how you want to outgrow your next situation, right? Your place that where you are. So when you do that check a month check, you're gonna say, oh, you know what? I'm on track. I'm on schedule because I'm doing something different than I did before. I've outgrown this moment. Ooh, I've outgrown this moment. And so now I'm evolving to my purpose. I'm evolving to my mission. I'm just evolving, period. Okay? I am emerging from my cocoon, and now I'm ready to fly. I have been transformed. You go, butterfly, go. Okay? All right. Let me bring it back down. Woo! Telling you that, seeing the kids outgrow, that just motivates me to do some outgrowing myself and to do some checks. So I encourage you, write down everything that you want to do. I encourage you to at least write down 3 to 5 things. Can you do that? 3 to 5 things that you want to achieve, you want to do, and then take one of them and start working on it today. And then this month is September. So, and this is also self-care September. So in October, do a check. And then if you haven't made any movements, you haven't outgrown anything, you haven't evolved, that's okay. Check again in November. But the point is that you're checking. Put it on your calendar. I have a phone calendar that I go by. I really love it, is because I put everything in that calendar and I go by it. Next thing you do is just set a timer and check. Do something that helps you evolve. And Miss Lalya Delila says to vibrate daily, vibrate higher daily. All right, my love, that has been our show. This is a really good one. As always, they're all my favorites, right? This has really been a good one, and I feel like this kind of is the denouement, which means we come up and climax, and now we're leveling down to the end of the season. And I hope that this hits you right in the sha-na-na-na-na-na for you to outgrow and be right on schedule, as Miss Lalya says. And as always, it has been my pleasure for you to join me today. I absolutely, positively love you all, and you all help me, and I hope I can help you, or I am helping you. So remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you touch, make sure you do it absolutely positively. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to Mogul Media. We got so much coming up. We's on fire. We's on fire. And so get your IEM life on and your 3M G on, and we'll see you next week for our very last episode of this season. Can't wait to see you. Take care. Deni Kay signing off. Absolutely positive.